Today on Attack of the Show, from Connery to Craig, we interrogate the bonds of past and present.
I expect you to die.
In the loop. They're for the left, liberal and luscious. Rock the vote with the MySpace girls of the week. Jewels, gems, and a sparkling Mercedes-Benz. Big C brings us the best from SEMA. All this and more on a live and live-in Attack of the Show, starting right now.
Attack.
What's going on here?
Attack. Pick up on this.
Attack.
Attack of the Show. Attack.
Ed wins today. Ed wins. Ed is the winner.
Ed wins everything.
Ed, victory lap. Victory lap, Ed. Go. Go to the background. He wins today. Well done.
That's our intern turned AP, the guy who actually was throwing up when we were making me nasty Japanese stuff.
Yeah, we still love him for that.
We still
Welcome to
love him.
Attack of the Show, everybody. TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. It's Wednesday, November 8th. I'm still heavily medicated, and my name is Kevin Ferreira.
That's all right. You feeling better?
A little, I see the clearing in the
I
forest.
know. I saw you at your desk. They're like, oh, you feel good? You go.
Así,
Not a lot
así.
of hope.
Little Espanol.
Hey everyone, I am Olivia Munn, and we are coming to you live from the G4 studios in LA, where Donald Rumsfeld is our new janitor.
Congrats to that.
Congratulations. Yeah.
I'm going to liberate the recycle bin.
It's going to be great. Now, also, congratulations to the Democrats for thumping the Republicans, but also, congrats to Britney Spears. Today, everybody is still talking about how she finally came to her senses by divorcing old Kevin Federline.
I mean, yeah, notice a lack of applause there. I mean, that's one way.
What?
No, that's one way to look at it. But K-Fed's finally got the old lady off his back. That's how I see it. You know, now he can go out and have the career that he was meant to have, the one he's born to have, without some chick, some
please.
stupid broad holding him back.
I am so
Good luck,
sick
K-Fed.
of you supporting him.
Set the
You're-
world on fire.
Oh my, and you
Goes
really
out.
do love his music. It's so irritating. You know K-Fed's career is officially over, if you could even call it a career.
What?
Shut it. And he's totally kicking himself because Britney is looking hot again. The night she filed for divorce, she was on David Letterman, looking like the Britney of old. You'll appreciate this.
I'm in town, and I'm such a huge fan.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. God bless you. Thank you very much.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I was
Not
talking
talking
about
about me?
Will Ferrell.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Do you know where he is?
Well, he'll be over there in the
okay.
green room.
Bye.
Good luck. Thank you very much.
Wait, I love how she does that. Okay, she does the turn around so everyone can see your butt.
Okay, bye. I mean, Kirstie Alley had a better reveal on Oprah than Britney had on
You
Letterman. First of all,
are-
right? She's looking good.
Kirstie
Although you
Alley
could see,
fans.
you could see the cellophane that they just had wrapped so tightly around her thighs
Kevin,
to suck them in. But
I'm going to call you. You thought she looked good. I asked.
who? Britney? Britney looked okay. She cleaned up. All
Yeah.
right. She washed the spittle and the Cheeto stains off her hands. That's classy. Very done. Well done, Brit. But she's had 2 kids in the last 2 years, so you know she's a little torn up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Hanging like the mouth of a tired dog down there. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, like the sleeve of a
Like the
wizard.
sleeve of a
like
wizard.
the sleeve of a wizard.
So just don't forget that.
Okay, well, you know, I guess that's one way to
Little
look
busted
at
in the
it.
guts.
Yeah, well, maybe. But now there's actually talk that she broke up with him, which I love, by text message, which
Yeah.
is so awesome.
You do that when you can't stand to look at the person.
Exactly.
So that sends a
I
good
can't stand
message.
to look at him. He's got that, you know, kind of lazy eye
It's
look.
the fire. And you know what? People are like, oh,
fire?
Britney finally looks good. K-Fed always looked good. You remember that, buddy. Style.
Okay, look at this.
Style.
This is him trying to do K-Fed every day.
I do. I really try hard. It was
It's
Seacrest
sad.
at one point, but now it's
It's moved over to just a lamer person.
pretty much.
But Ryan Seacrest isn't lame. I enjoy his banter and wit. I do.
safe. You'll still
Thanks.
get the call back, I promise.
Speaking of getting dirty, now it's time for all the rumors and latest news on the upcoming next-gen launches.
Yes, get ready to vote with your wallet, friends. It's Console Wars 06 Live! You guys just miss Ed trying to drum up applause with
He was like,
no?
and then
No?
we
No?
just,
Nobody?
Where were you?
Nobody?
Asking
Okay.
for others. He's a trooper.
Good
I
try,
like
Ed.
him.
Good try.
Now, video game blog Destructoid.com posted some huge Xbox 360 rumors that they claim are coming straight from inside Microsoft.
Yeah, they're saying that on November 22nd, there's going to be a huge announcement, a parting shot, if you will, at all the new consoles, something to really take them down a notch.
Yeah, like how about a bigger hard drive? There is talk of the 80 and 100 gigabyte drives going for sale, which may already exist. Some say the bigger drives have been spotted at Microsoft events and that executives are using those for presentations.
They're whiter.
Whiter.
It,
They're white.
it makes sense, being that they're going to be offering, downloadable shows and movies soon. I mean, a single HD movie can take up,
you know, over half of the current 20 gig hard drive. So there's also chat of a $70 HDMI cable, again, trying to compete with Sony. You know, Sony says we can do 1080p. Microsoft says, oh, we can too. So now it's just one big pissing match.
Well, and besides the hardware, there's rumors about holiday price drops for games. Destructoid's rumor also states that the outfit is going to be $10 at Best Buy. For sure, is what they say.
Yeah, that's a Black Friday. I think that's like early. If you show up early on Black Friday, you'll get it. But there's also talks of $15 and $20 games throughout the holidays. Basically, all of the original launch titles. So, like, you got Madden 06, Perfect Dark Zero, King Kong, Ridge Racer, which isn't a bad snag for $15 at all. A lot of dated sports games, though. So I don't know how excited you want to get about that.
But you know, like we said, this is a wild rumor. But let's just
wild rumor.
Let's hope it's true.
When video game rumors go wild.
Well, you know what? I like the word wild, but I want to call you. I mean, you're calling me on saying wild rumor, but you said laid a stink the other day, like an 80-year-old man.
No, I said I didn't want to raise a stink.
Raise a stink.
Cause a ruckus.
Who says that? I don't mean
that.
to raise a stink. So me saying wild rumor isn't really that.
It's just when video game rumors go wild, it's like pasty nerds lifting their shirt. You see the acne-scarred chest.
Maybe,
it's not that hot.
Is that what's underneath here?
Deep scars. All right, now, if you have the cash and you know that getting a PS3 is just a distant dream, you can go online and pre-order a Mega Wii bundle from EB Games and GameStop. So tomorrow night, the sites are going to be taking orders for the package, which will set you back a whopping $700. But there's plenty of games and gear included for that price.
Now, here is a look at what you guys are going to get. The console. Yeah, that's obvious. Extra Wiimote, 6 games, Zelda, Trauma Center, 2, Madden, Red Steel, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Super Monkey Ball, a 1 gig Wii branded SD card, a 1-year warranty, and a 1-year magazine subscription to Game Informer. Now, Kevin doesn't sound excited because why?
Well, you're not saving any money.
Exactly.
You're paying retail price for everything. Now, I know there's convenience. It comes in one package, but there's like no guarantee that you'll actually get all that stuff on launch time, even at all. There's really, I mean, that's the biggest thing.
I mean, they call it the bundle. It makes it sound like, you know, it's like, oh, you get everything at a discount. You were saying it'd be great if you got them at a discount.
If I was saving $10 a game, or even $5 a game, that'd be sweet.
But instead, they're just saying you have to, if you want this, you have to buy all this other stuff.
Yeah. Little retarded. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll be bringing you all the next-gen news as it happens, right, y'all?
Yes, go to g4tv.com/AOTS for the links for more info on Console Wars 06 Live.
Right now, though, it's time for the only news that you actually need to know, so pay attention. It's Layla Cayley and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, the creator of the Dead or Alive series is in some hot water. Plus, K-Fed's got more problems than his divorce. And some stoners in Nevada totally forgot to vote. It's all coming your way in the feed. But first, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Layla. Right now, let's check in with Zach Next Gen Selwyn.
Hey, Zach, I really like your outfit.
Thank you. I just picked it up. Late for the sky, baby.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
How about that midterm election, guys? Democrats have taken control of the House, maybe the Senate, and George Bush is looking like a neutered Iraqi donkey with his tail stuffed between his legs.
True.
Hey, Zach, can you just quit the act? We know you're not into politics. We've heard this before.
Yeah, I'm pretty transparent.
But beautiful, but gorgeous.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And you can really sing.
Well, hey, I've been working on my look here. I think it's really working.
It is.
We know what else I'm working on?
What?
MySpace girls. Last Wednesday, we had some Republican chicks trying to be our MySpace girl of the week. Today, I went out and I found some Democratic hotties who are all worked up and ready to celebrate. I'm talking about some liberal chicks who are also liberal in the sack, so you're definitely going to want to stick around for that, you know what I mean?
Do you know that for a fact?
I absolutely do.
He did his own exit poll.
I did. They call them hill cuties in Washington. I know this. We also have a special treat. The star of the new MySpace TV show will be here. Her name's Taryn. She's hot. She's going to be live in the studio. She's giving us her opinion. Thought I saw a little flirtation earlier with her and with NK pair over there.
Hey, I thought I heard. I didn't see her, but I watched it. And I could hear some flirtation.
We'll see what happens.
I heard Kevin get to the very nice. Oh, the interested voice. Like, oh, hey, what was
the
that?
Interested voice?
So what? He does this interested voice when he's hitting on you. He's like, oh, hey. Oh, wait, so what? What were you
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm looking forward to interviewing her purely as another peer. She has a television show.
Oh, okay.
I'm very, very interested.
You should run now if you have a chance.
We want to hear from you at home, folks. Time to check in with you in the army of monitor heads.
You ask, we answer.
Hi, guys. Matt from Michigan. Do you guys think the new James Bond film will make or break the franchise?
Well, I don't know. We talked about that. Is the franchise broken?
That was the
Already?
big question, is that, like, you know, the last 2 Bond films, I think, and I don't think it's Pierce's fault, but I think they've been a little lackluster. People have lost a little interest, and now they want to see a new Bond. They want to see, you know, Craig get in there and see what it can do.
Well, and I heard the movie is actually one of our producers saw it and loved it.
Yeah.
And I love Daniel Craig. He's so dreamy.
I think this could make the franchise again. It's
Really?
like, yeah,
There it
look,
is.
with the release of Casino Royale next week, Daniel Craig, he's going to become the latest to assume the mantle of James Bond. And as you were saying, everybody else is saying the buzz is high on the film. People are already calling Craig this generation's Steve McQueen.
Wait, who's calling him that?
I think it was in the Wikipedia. I'm not sure. We'll
Really?
have to double check. But will he live up to the hype or just be the next Timothy Dalton?
Well, it sounds like it is time for the poll question. Who is the best Bond? Vote at our website, g4tv.com/AOTS, or text your vote to G4TXT. That's 44898 to vote and register for AOTS Live News alerts.
Now, coming up later from the people who brought you The Grudge and The Eye, it's the new horror thriller, The Messengers. So stay tuned for suspicion and mayhem and murder on a North Dakota farm.
You really sold that.
That's
You
what I
should
do.
be in the movie, like when the trailer comes out.
I should be on Tier 3 cable television, sweetheart. I know my role.
Now, with Thanksgiving right around the corner, the holiday shopping season is about to start up, and this year's new hot toy is something you may not have heard of. Here's an AOTS exclusive first look at the Rockstar action figures.
Hey kids, are you ready to rock? Relive your favorite rock and roll adventures at home with Action Rockstars. Collect all of your favorites like Jimi Hendrix.
The man is on the move. Let's go, everyone.
Kurt Cobain.
Look, up in the sky. It's Moody. It's Suppressed. It's Cobain.
Johnny Cash.
Cash smash.
And battle damaged Sid Vicious.
Take that, mate. Sort off.
And coming soon, Mecha Freddie Mercury.
I am the champion.
And Mecha John Lennon.
I'm opposed to war, but I'll fight you.
Action Rockstars, in stores now. The Man action figure and playset sold separately.
We are your official School of Rock. Let your fingers take a break from Guitar Hero 2 and stay with us. We've got more show coming up.
Dude, with so many different 007s, who's the real
Bond. James Bond.
The Loop spies an answer. And from an electric Lincoln to a sexified Larry King, Spike Ferriston shows us what passes as comedy for stoners.
Attack.
Attack of the show. Let's
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are live and talking James Bond. Before the break, we asked you, who is the best Bond? Well, according to the special agents at MI6, 57% of you believe that Sean Connery is the best Bond. Now let's go over to my favorite Bond girl ever, Mr. Kevin Pereira.
Wait, before we get started, give me the Sean Connery and the Sean Connery voice again.
I'm Sean Connery.
Okay, much better than
Good?
the Borat. Much better than the Borat. I'll give you that.
Sean
Which
Connery.
isn't saying much. All right, action stars don't get much cooler than James Bond, but with so many actors playing Sir Ian Fleming's super spy over the last 37 years, of course, we're all going to have our favorites. Now, in anticipation of next week's release of Casino Royale, we determine once and for all which Bond is the best. The experts are here. The opinions are heated. Let's get into it. Shaken, not stirred. It's The Loop. That was a sample of why I'll never be a Bond, I'm sorry. Joining us to help us make sense of it all from Los Angeles, IGN Movies senior editor and resident James Bond expert, Jim Viveda is here. And also from the City of Angels, Kevin Kelly, blogger for Cinematical and TV Squad. Gentlemen, welcome to The Loop.
Thank you.
I don't know how heated this is going to be here, because it seems like I chat with everybody about, who's your favorite Bond. A lot of people always go Connery, but let's start off with what actually makes a good Bond. Kevin, is there a checklist or a criteria?
Yeah, of course there's a checklist that was totally established by Connery. You have to look good, you have to look sexy, and you have to pull it off really well. You have to be arrogant, almost to the point of being too arrogant, cocksure.
Well, so far you've described me. Is there anything that makes Bond particularly Bond?
Just the ability to pull it off and look like you know what you're doing. There's so many people that can try to do that, but they just don't look like they're as suave as Connery. Even some of the other Bonds pulled it off pretty well, but Connery just set the bar for looking like he knew what he was doing under fire.
Jim, what do you think?
Two schools of Bond. You have your Frank Sinatra Bonds and you have your Dean Martin Bonds. They're similar, but they're different. Connery and Craig are your Sinatra Bonds, and Pierce Brosnan, Roger Moore, they're your Dean Martin Bonds.
Now, people do chat about Brosnan from time to time, but it seems that lately this debate comes down to Sean Connery versus Roger Moore. Now, is that because they play the two different types of Bonds, or is it because they had the most memorable films? Was it just the copy?
I think it's just the sheer amount of time that they spent in that role. Timothy Dalton only had a couple of years. Lazenby had one film. And each one of them, Moore, Connery, and Brosnan, are the Bonds of their generation. So it's whoever you grew up with, really.
Kevin, your thoughts on that? Is it just screen time?
Yeah, that's exactly true. I mean, both Connery and Moore have the sheer number of films completed. And Roger Moore actually has the most of any of the actors. He's done one film more than Connery did. They had Lazenby in between them, but because they were back-to-back, and one was the original, and the next one was the guy who kind of broke out of that mold and established the character a little differently than Connery did, those are the ones that people tend to identify with.
Isn't this a little unfair to Pierce Brosnan, though? Because, I mean, the guy did play his role well, but some people say he just didn't have the greatest films to work with. Granted, he does have one of the highest grossing Bond films ever, but some say if he had the earlier films to work with, he would be the quintessential Bond.
Well, true. He is a great Bond that never got a chance to be in a great Bond movie, but any actor would tell you that no actor owns a role. They only rent it for a while. And so, there'll be another guy after Daniel Craig, too.
So let's talk about Daniel Craig here. The new Bond, some people were worried. Some people said the guy can't even drive a stick shift. How can he convincingly pull off Bond on the silver screen? Kevin, are you worried at all?
I'm pretty worried about Daniel Craig pulling it off. One of our other writers at Cinematical has seen the film, and he said Sean Connery has nothing to worry about as the top spot, as the top Bond. Daniel Craig, he's a great actor. Layer Cake was a fantastic movie from the past year. He had great roles in Road to Perdition and Munich. But as far as James Bond goes, from the trailers, it just doesn't look like he has that Bond thing. And we know from some of the lines in the trailer, he's tending to be a little more emotional than Bond has been. And that's something that's it's going to be interesting to see how that sits with most people.
We want a cold hard Bond that uses and discards the ladies and can drive What's up, Kevin? Your thoughts?
Well, actually,
I'm sorry, Jim.
Daniel Craig he's being asked to do different things than other Bonds have been asked to do. He's being asked to play a human being rather than just some superhero. And in that capacity, I saw the film last weekend. I really liked it. He's solid. He's a solid James Bond. He's got a bit of Connery, a bit of Timothy Dalton, which a lot of purists, a lot of people who read the books and love the books, always thought Dalton was a good Bond. But Craig, it is an uphill battle. It's divisive. I mean, some people are just not going to be totally nuts about him.
Well, that's good to hear. And you know what? At least he bleeds in this one. The Terminator even bled, and that he was a machine. So I'm glad that Bond is finally bleeding a bit in the films. I want to thank you, Kevin and Jim, for keeping us in the loop there.
Thank you.
Thank
Folks,
you.
Sean Connery made James Bond the icon that he is today. And no matter who gets cast to replace him, they're always going to fall short of that mark. Who cares if Craig is the best Bond? We just want a good flick, not another rehash of Die Another Day. So if we get that, we'll be happy. Right now, let's go over to Miss Olivia Moneypenny.
Thanks, Kev. Now, maybe you didn't get an audition to be the new James Bond, but you can still play the part if you've got a couple extra bucks. Today, we are bringing you the best things to buy this week if you want to become a special agent. It is time again to attack this. First up, the James Bond 007 Spy Gear Bundle from Sony is for all you Bond wannabes out there. It includes a slick-looking, ultra-portable VAIO laptop with a privacy filter for the screen, a CyberShot digital camera for spying, and a 007 aluminum briefcase to hold it all. Now, the only thing bigger than this laptop's giant briefcase is the giant price tag, $3,900. Next, the Matrox Triple Head-to-Go is as close to the Matrix as you're gonna get. This little $300 gadget gives you a true immersive experience with up to 3 screens of surround gaming bliss, or you can use it for more practical purposes like, I don't know, hacking into the KGB on one screen while you shop for a new BMW and play No Limit Online Texas Hold'em on the others. Common, happens a lot. Next, the Dictator watch from Nixon is standard issue for 007s. The Dictator lets you record up to 8 voice memos and can store almost 3.5 minutes of recordings. You can even record music and use that for your alarm or an hourly time, like you'll never forget important things like secret agents need to remember, like parking your car, your Aston Martin DBS, the recipe for the perfect egg salad. good things to remember. And finally, no secret agent is complete without a sidekick in the form of the Allurka GD hypoallergenic kitten. Yes, that's right. These cats have been specially bred so that they won't cause any reactions in people with cat allergies. Plus, they're so cute, they'll instantly disarm any evil henchman you come across. And if that doesn't cut it, you can just stun your enemies by telling them you paid almost $4,000 for a cat. That is today's Attack This. Visit g4tv.com/AOTS for links to all the stuff you just saw. Still ahead, we'll give you the scoop on who might play Ozzy Osbourne in the Motley Crue movie. And stay tuned because we've got Comedy for Stoners coming up.
Attack of the show. Attack.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, everybody. We are TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Of course, we're live, and all I'm really thinking about is playing Gears of War, so I'm going to go grab the controller. You can talk to Olivia. Bye.
Our next guest as a writer for The Simpsons and Seinfeld. Currently, he can be seen as the talk show, as the host of wait, my mic's off.
Your mic's off. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, intro yourself.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, can you guys hear me now? Our next guest formed his television chops as a writer for The Simpsons and Seinfeld. Currently, he can be seen as the host of Talk Show with Spike Feresten, airing Saturday nights on Fox. Please welcome Spike Feresten.
Thank you very much.
Hey,
it's nice to meet you, Olivia.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for coming on.
That's happened to me before. My mic.
Has it?
Yeah, I turn it off when I go to the bathroom because you don't want anybody to hear anything, and then.
Well, I have kind of a big butt, and so sometimes it moves.
Really?
My little mic thing moves a little bit.
All
so
right.
My bad. But you are here, and I'm so excited to have you here because you host your own talk show on Fox.
That's
amazing.
Right. I have a little half hour. I have America's tiniest talk show on Fox Saturday nights at midnight after Mad TV. We're just a little talk show. It's a great time slot. Yeah, we're up against infomercials. You know,
wow.
Jessica Simpson's Proactive Systems and such.
And you're second right now in the ratings?
And we're second in the ratings, yeah.
Now, the show isn't just a normal talk show, though. It's, you've got skits.
We like to think of it as the same old crap everybody's doing, except with me behind the desk.
So it's like AOTS Junior with Spike?
Yes. Yeah. No. It's, we try to do things a little differently, but frequently we don't. But we're having a really good time. It's a very writer-driven show with a lot of writer-driven, weird comedy.
Now, you speaking of doing things differently on your show, you've got this great segment called Comedy for Stoners.
Yes. Well, we found out that the people watching Fox Saturday nights at midnight are frequently people who are stoned. People who are so high they've lit their shirt sleeves on fire and don't really know it.
Like Kevin?
Yeah. So what we like to do is reserve the last few minutes of the show to write, kind of weird stuff that only people who are high will get.
Now, you actually have people that submit videos, too.
Well,
right?
we're having a little bit of a contest right now, because, the viewers, again, are kind of high. We thought, why not open it up to a lot of people and have them submit some crazy ideas?
Well, what do you win?
I'm not sure what you win.
In a contest? Because it's a contest.
Yeah, I know. I think there's all sorts of legal problems with all of that, but... we shot a couple of great ones yesterday on the show to give you an idea of what we were doing. We shot Senior Citizen Transvestite Tea Party. So it was a lot of old people dressed in, it was really kind of creepy. And then we had Bigfoot pleasuring a unicorn while an opera singer sang about it.
I think Kevin wrote that skit.
And the Bigfoot reached under the unicorn, and it was great.
Well, the reason why I ask what you win is because we actually brought an example.
You guys did one?
Yeah, we did, and we'll probably win. But I just like to show you.
I would love
right
to
now.
see it.
So just give me your thoughts.
Okay, where is it?
It's coming up.
And now, welcome to the stage, Goody Proctor.
Thank you. Thank you. Be this on. Last night, the devil appeared to me in my bedchamber. No, that be but the premise. The punchline is still to come.
Blasphema! Stone the Jezebel!
What? No, it's but a joke. Would Southern prefer to hear the one about Merry-Webster's noose?
excellent
See,
job.
excellent.
That is an excellent
Yes.
job. And you know, because there were 15 pages of legal forms that the kids had to fill out, we've only got one other entry. So you actually have a 50%, your 50-50 chance of winning, but that's very good.
Better
It's
than
very
better than
good.
you against Jessica Simpson. We've got a better chance.
Much better.
But I would like to show the people, that was our impersonation of it, but we'd like to show the real thing. Now, you actually brought an example of your show made of comedy for stoners. This is Electric Lincoln.
Oh, Electric Lincoln, yeah.
Slavery was a drag, man. Four score and 7 joints ago. Yeah, baby! John Wilkes Booth bogarted my lifespan.
John Wilkes Booth bogarted my lifespan. That's our editor, by the way, Neil Grieve. He edits all the
You did such
shows.
a great job, and I love the Christmas lights.
Oh,
on
thank you very much. Yeah, we put a lot of thought into that.
Well, great job. Thank you so much for being on our
Thank
show.
you very much for having me.
Thank you. So great. Now, Talk Show with Spike Feresten airs Saturday nights on Fox. Now back over to Kevin.
I kind of want some Christmas lights now, to be honest. Stick around. We've got more show, more news, and major nerdery stuff coming up on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
It's news in easy-to-swallow portions. It's The Feed. And Big C brings us blinged-out Benzes and ruby-trimmed rims.
Bling, bling.
Straight from SEMA.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are live, and coming up later, we'll show you the brand new trailer for The Messengers.
Yes, the horror film is from the directors of The Eye. Those guys know scary, trust me.
But right now, it's time for the only news you need to know, sans Christmas lights. It's The Feed.
Thank you, guys. I'm Layla Cayley, and it's time to start The Feed. The creator of the popular Dead or Alive series is in some big legal trouble. Itagaki, who is responsible for making the games that objectify women, is now being sued for sexual harassment. A Tecmo employee claimed that she was attacked in 2003 and was told to forget about the incident. He has admitted the accusations are true but claims everything was consensual. Kevin Federline is having a bad week, first divorce and now a lawsuit. Thomas Dolby's classic song, She Blinded Me with Science, was illegally sampled in Federline's America's Most Wanted track, which appeared on his MySpace page. K-Fed has agreed to settle the matter out of court. Dolby doesn't even really need the money. He invented the software that plays ringtones on your cell phone, so I guess it's about principle. The best-selling book about Motley Crue is coming to theaters and with some big-name cameos. The controversial tell-all written by the band themselves will feature unknowns as the stars, but Christopher Walken is rumored to be playing Ozzy Osbourne, and Val Kilmer could be playing David Lee Roth. Borat director Larry Charles is in negotiations to direct, though none of this is official at this time. And finally, prostitution may be legal in Nevada, but pot still can't catch a break. We reported earlier that Nevada was prepared to vote on decriminalizing marijuana possession, making it legal to carry up to an ounce. Last night, it failed, with 50% of voters saying no to the measure. Sorry, stoners, you'll just have to settle for booze, hookers, and gambling. Well, that's all for today. You can now get the feed to go on your iPod. Visit the iTunes Store or go to g4tv.com/podcast and click on iTunes Podcast to subscribe. Now, you've just been fed. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Layla. Now, all you Nevada viewers, stay seated. You don't want the cops to find your stash.
So close.
We have lots more ahead on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I know.
I gotta cancel my trip now.
These Democratic darlings fight for your vote. It's the MySpace Girls of the Week. And what has an engine, 4 wheels, and over 10,000 joules? Only the best of the automotive bling from SEMA. The Feed is brought to you by Tag Body Spray for Guys. Consider yourself warned.
Start with there, please. Hey, welcome back to the show. We are live, and I've just been telling Kevin not to flirt with the MySpace guest, please. Kevin, Okay, right now we have just thrown the chum in the water and the sharks are circling. Please, you can run if you need to go. Let's go over to Kevin and Zach, and they've got a very beautiful girl, and I suggest she run.
Was she calling, are the MySpace girls chum? You don't call it guests.
I would never do that.
That's not
ridiculous.
They've been well behaved so far.
Thank you so
Very
far.
much.
I'm glad you put the qualifier on there.
The night is in diapers.
Yesterday, the Democrats had an overwhelming victory in Congress, and we want to celebrate, really, with some Democratic hotties. So get ready, folks. It's
the MySpace Girl of the Week.
So last week, we covered the Republicans. We got them out of the way, but our winner, Jessica, she's busy lamenting the loss of Congress. Sucker. So today, Taryn Southern.
Hi,
You're joining
guys.
us. You're a host of DirecTV's new original show, Project My World.
Yes, it's called Project My World. It's on DirecTV, a new channel called The 101.
Mm-hmm.
I drive the 101 to work.
That's not as fun as our channel.
Different thing.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. This one's in HD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
How'd this show? You shot a pilot, which is available on the MySpace page.
Yes, we actually shot a pilot presentation.
Mm-hmm.
We took it to different networks, and DirecTV was incredibly enthusiastic about the show, and so that's what we ended up going with.
It's weird. A bunch of television execs getting excited about three hot
at
chicks
these
who want to hang out and have fun and travel the world. Yeah,
How'd you sell that one? You know, I mean, look at these.
If we had breasts, we would own cable television.
Oh,
it's
you
ridiculous.
guys are too sweet. But we had a great concept, and we were all very excited about it. It's a show inspired by MySpace. 3 girls traveling the world looking for love, adventure, and the hottest indie music.
And you found it here at Attack of the Show.
Adventure.
We did.
Waiting for you right
guys
here.
are quite adventurous.
Yes.
So
No, I really dig the show. I mean, congrats and a half on being able to just get out there and travel and meet
Thank
cool people.
you.
It's a cool concept.
Have you ever had a threesome with 2 TV hosts? Let's judge some MySpace girls.
All right.
Let's get to the girls.
Let's get
Good
to it.
idea.
We want a full report from all locations, but right now we need you to help us judging the MySpace girls. So be as mean or as polite as you'd
Okay.
like. Zach wants you to tear them
Okay.
to pieces.
Please,
though.
just
Can I be
destroy
like
them.
Simon Cowell?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
They have to do the
encourage that.
accent.
We encourage
Lock
that. Now,
the
first
accent.
up, we got my girl Jessica. She's from Boca, honey. Boca Raton, and look at her. Her quote is, "Exercise your right to vote." She's 20 years old. A little old for me.
I know.
She also
She's getting up there.
Yeah, she's getting up there. She also says Republicans are ruining the institution of marriage, I guess because they're getting divorced all the time.
It's probably the gay, sex, and math.
That's probably it.
Right. I mean, if I had to wager, I don't.
That's a Republican thing, by
Yeah.
the way. Bill Maher's her political hero, as he is mine. I kind of like that. And she most wants to visit Rwanda, Africa, to meet the genocide survivors.
I thought that was just a movie. Did that really
Yeah,
happen?
I'd like to go meet Don Cheadle.
Right? What about you? You're traveling the world.
Yeah, no, I like
that
this girl. I think that she's definitely aware of what's going on in the world, and the fact that she wants to go to Rwanda and help out. I think that's amazing. A lot of young people need to get out there and exercise their right to vote.
A lot of people say that at the age of 20, they join Greenpeace. They're out of it by 23, and most of them are in some sort of accounting, program at the local community college by 24. So good luck with that.
You're so optimistic.
Thank you.
He's a bright beam
Been
of
around the
sunshine
world
in
a
the
few
studio
times.
every day. Thank you for noticing that, Taryn. Next up, we have Amanda. She's from Saratoga, California, 20 deuce. Her quote is, "All we are saying is give peace a chance."
Well,
Zach?
very much.
Her display name is Impeach Bush.
Doesn't
which-
impeach mean shave?
I think so. So, I'm a supporter. She has a countdown on her page. Now, normally girls have countdowns for like I'll be 21 here soon,
Right.
or I'm going to do more Jello shooters this Saturday. And
We're going to Q's in
it's-
Westwood.
It's ticking down. But she has a counter on her page until Bush is out of office.
Wow.
I like that.
I like that. It's aggressive.
Yes, it is.
What are your thoughts
No,
on
she's
her?
certainly stating her opinion about what she wants done. It's good to have strong opinions, and the good thing is on MySpace you can say whatever you want to say, and no one can get mad at you for it.
Exactly.
You're not worried
It's
that
just-
Rupert's going to come and ban your account if you say the wrong thing?
Hopefully that doesn't happen. It's a free marketplace
How
for
many
ideas.
friends are you guys up to right now? Like, do you reply to all the fans of the show and stuff like that?
For Project My World's page,
Yeah.
we have around 10,000 at this point.
not bad.
And then our individual pages, we get individual
30,
fans.
33.
I only have like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're both, that's Kevin and I.
Right.
Yes.
And why don't you message me back? Ridiculous.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You should fill your top 8 with just photos of Zach and I.
No,
Really?
we love getting messages from fans. It's definitely fun to hear from people.
Right, these girls. Now, last but not least, we have Alicia. She's from Rhode Island. 27 years old. Her quote is, "Laissez les bon temps rouler," which of course means "let the good times roll" in French.
really?
Yes.
Okay.
Looks a little Christina Aguilera-ish in that picture. She's a political junkie, though, so don't let her Aguilera bimbo look fool you. She's addicted to cable TV news, which is she gets all of her news from the Daily Nut and the feed, and she claims she can take most guys in any video game. What up, Kevin? Respond to that.
What? I'll bring it. It's
There you
already
go.
been brought in?
That's good enough.
Yeah.
She also has a military fetish.
Now that I like.
Me too.
I've been trimming camo patterns. So
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll get her going.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts here?
No, she's great. She's cute. She does look like Christina Aguilera.
Little bit.
And she looks like she's a fun girl. So
Christina Aguilera, now do you like Genie in a Bottle, What a Girl Wants, or Dirty Aguilera? If you had to pick, take your pick.
You know, Genie in a Bottle was hot. The
I
first
agree.
video. I
go
liked
with
it.
that too. I don't like this
liked it.
dirty skank Aguilera. I like the hot, innocent Aguilera.
Rolling on the beach.
Yeah, married to some
Wants to
DJ.
rub you the
Who
right
marries
way?
a DJ anymore?
DJs, are they rock stars?
Are DJs? No.
Are DJs rock stars? Do you have...
Some guy
I
named
think a DJ can be a rock star.
Okay.
It's all about the
All right.
attitude. It's all about the attitude.
It's a different generation. DJ Am, whatever your name
want to
is.
thank you for joining and helping us judge the girls, but really what we're most concerned with is, did you find adventure here?
Thank you so much. Did I find adventure
Yes.
here at the studio?
Yes, yeah, the last 5-10 minutes or so.
No, I think you guys took me on an interesting little adventure. And I got to hear your interested voice.
Oh, right. right. I'm going to go give it
Why don't you guys take an adventure
Yeah,
to the
you go
green
ahead and,
room?
just take care
Go
of
to
the
the
show.
green
It'll be fun.
room. Hey, Taryn is on every Monday at 6 p.m. in Project My World, airing on DirecTV. Now, guys, forget elementary school gyms and standing in line forever. Go to g4tv.com/AOTS to vote for your favorite MySpace girl. It's simple, and you don't even need to put your pants on to do it. But I would like you to. How'd that go for you, buddy?
Twice.
Nice.
Ah!
You guys, I told you it works. Now don't go anywhere. When we come back, Big C is taking us inside SEMA, the world's best place to go if you want to pimp out your ride. All that and more on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Welcome back to the show. We are live and willing to judge you on your car or lack thereof.
Yeah, if you want to have a ride that will show everyone up, the only place that you can actually go really is SEMA. It's the convention of, well, it's really the home of aftermarket gear. And our resident car expert, Big C, traveled to Vegas and showed us what the best was that they had to offer.
What's up, Kevin? I'm at SEMA, the Specialty Equipment Market Association convention in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a $34 billion industry of providing aftermarket parts for cars, which includes sound systems, accessories, and everything you need to upgrade your ride. With over 1,400 new products introduced at SEMA, it's hard to know where to spend your time. That's where my top 3 comes in. Now check this out. Behind me, this is a 2002 Mercedes-Benz 600 SL. Well, that's what it started out as. Right now, there are over 300,000 hand-placed cubic zirconia stones around and inside the vehicle. You know how much it's worth now? Over 300 grand, man. With the ride that flashy, I was hard-pressed to top it, but I did. Check this out. This one is 30 inches. I'm in Lexani's booth, and that rim right there, over 26,000 diamonds, over 1,200 rubies. They cost $2 million, and that's why they made my top 3. SEMA isn't just a bedazzler's playground. There's also some really cool technology. Now, I saved the best for last in my top 3 from SEMA. This little box right here, this is Visual Logic's V-Mod. Oh, yeah. And this takes your home entertainment right into your vehicle in one little box. It takes your music. You can download my podcast and your podcast. Satellite radio, it's in there. Transfer hours of movies and home entertainment, video games, no problem. GPS is integrated to ensure you'll get there every time. And you can even upload your digital photos. Yeah, I said it's a $34 billion industry, but in my top 3, Kevin, this is the cheapest thing you can get. $699 to get all your in-home entertainment in the car. Now, this has been my top 3 from SEMA, and if y'all want to see some more, check out Street Fury Sundays.
All right, thanks, Big C. You can check out more Street Fury every Sunday at 2 p.m. right here, only on G4.
I
folks.
love car stuff. Anything to do with cars, even though my car is never washed and it's kind of crappy.
I like the La Cucaracha horn.
I know you do. Still coming up from the people who brought you The Grudge and The Eye, we've got the new trailer for the horror film The Messengers on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
If you haven't been watching Attack of the Show, this is what you're missing.
He's got a wrench, take him down!
For more info, go to g4tv.com/AOTS. Big C's SEMA coverage is brought to you by Advance Auto Parts, providing car care know-how to protect your investment. We're ready in advance.
Can I get the interested voice?
Nope. Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. We are live and hoping to have a small Wonder Robot daughter in our near future again.
I miss Vicky so much. Remember she couldn't swim with her other friends because she was robotic?
She could lift the whole couch, though.
That was awesome. I miss her.
Coming up tomorrow, we talk with J.J. Abrams about Mission Impossible Trace and the new Star Trek movie.
Plus, I'm going in your pants with hot sex advice.
Yeah?
And Friday, we talk to Stan Lee about the reopening of the legendary Golden Apple comics.
And finally, folks, from the directors of the cult horror film The Eye comes the new movie, The Messengers, starring Kristen Stewart, Dylan McDermott, John Corbett. I'm even in there.
Yes, taking place on a sunflower farm invaded by something supernatural. The Messenger opens February 2nd, but right now we have your first look at the trailer.
Did you know the family that used to live in my house?
They just up and left about 5-6 years ago.
I wish you could just tell me what you saw. Where have they been? I don't think the family is just up and left. I've seen them. Dad, I'm really scared. Can't we just go home?
Jessica, this is home.
What do you see? What does it look like? Ben? You okay?
Ooh, now for all the things you saw today and more, go to g4tv.com/AOTS.
Oh, creepy.
It is creepy.
Folks, X-Play is in prime time, and it's coming up next. They're going to actually review Gears of War and let you know if it lives up to all the hype. I got my answer on that.
You do?
I do.
Which is?
Well, no one cares. They want to see X-Play.
If you want the real authoritative look at the year's most anticipated game, you're going to want to hear what Adam and Morgan have to say. It is next.
You want the interested voice?
No.
It's really, wow, that's fantastic. You host a television show, huh?
It's only comes, you're not good at it.
I can't
It comes
do it. No.
true.
Yeah.
Pretend I'm her.
I was hitting on her relentlessly.
You were.